China. There's been a series of apparently random stabbing incidents in recent months involving complete strangers. One of the first incidents took place at a school. That was followed by what's been claimed of copycat incidents across the country, and dozens of people have been hurt. The father of one victim has told this programme it reveals a society at breaking point, as our correspondent Nick Payton-Walsh reports.
You're now right in the heart of one of a series of knife attacks that have terrified China. This amateur video from Guangdong in April shows children fleeing for their lives. Inside this primary school, a man has gone berserk, stabbing 15 young pupils and an art teacher. At the moment, no one knows how this will end or why it's happening. The alarm sounds, and they're told to lock the doors and windows. Then the attacker emerges. This is Chen Kangbing. He's 33. An hour earlier, he slipped onto the grounds and into two classrooms, chopping at children like vegetables, one witness said. Eventually, teachers used mops to push him into a corner. On the balcony, he says he'll jump. But these firemen rush in, inflating a huge mattress to catch him. It's less about saving his life and more about giving the chance to the state to execute him. He surrenders. None of his victims died from their injuries. Chen Kangbing was executed 3 months later. And by now, the police's job is not really to restrain him, but instead to offer protection from the crowd. 6 such attacks hit schools across China this spring, all it seems random and without motive. To try and find out why Chen Kangbing did this, our producer tracked down his father. Chen Wei-Chu works as a fruit seller and couldn't afford the medicine when his son caught hepatitis 4 years ago and lost his job. His son got sicker and became depressed. His swift execution is to this father part of the daily injustice in China's society.
Corrupt officials are evil, but they're still alive. It's not fair. He was a good kid, just ill. We couldn't help him because we didn't have any money. They killed him without telling me. They killed him just like that.
His son's crime was savage, but his love for him is still very real. The new school term in China brought with it heightened security. This device meant to hold attackers off at knife's length. But the violence has simply moved elsewhere.
These attacks, it seems all against complete strangers, have since happened in retirement homes or even on trains. In fact, we've counted at least 11 since March, born, it seems, of the incredible anger of those left behind in China's fast-changing society.
Chinese media at first reported the attacks, then after claims of copycat crimes backed off. They remain, it seems, comparatively rare and, like this attack in a shop in Shenzhen, not always fatal. This frenzy injured 2 policemen, their attacker's motive still unclear. The violence, often a cry for attention in the face of the bureaucracy that offers no help, said one campaigning lawyer.
With these special cases, we see extreme hatred. They express their anger towards the government, and that extends to all of society. Often these people have petitioned for help for years and no one listens to them. No media reports their cases. They cry for attention, and if killing adults doesn't get that, they kill children.
The Chinese state touts its harmony and stability, yet frustrations with it are manifold and exhausting, their depth visible in the inexcusable violence of a few desperate people on the outer edges. Nick Payton-Walsh, Channel 4 News, Guangzhou, China.